All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is a big announcement number two, and maybe not so much an announcement if you've been looking at some of the changes happening on the calendar over the past couple of days. But if you haven't been, then kind of announcement. If you haven't, then kind of clarification. If you have been, then sort of clarification for what it is that you have been seeing. So let's take a look. Yeah. As was mentioned in the previous announcement video, we are going to have our Unit 7 exam on Tuesday. You now know what that looks like. And then for the rest of next week, let me explain what the 29th and 30th is all about. So on the 29th of April, that's next Wednesday, it just says simply on the calendar on demand review. What does that mean? It basically means use that day to kind of use that day or any day for that matter. I mean, it's really kind of up to you how you self manage here, but use that day or any day to work on areas for the course where you feel that you need work. Especially when it comes to overall content. Maybe I did really, really well with population geography, but I really feel like I need to brush up on political geography massively. That's your day to do that. Hopefully, you have been following along with the College Board reviews as they've been going up on their website. They're incredibly useful. I've given you some of them already, but they also have some pretty good reviews that have gone up for previous units over the past couple of weeks. And so all I'm going to simply do on Wednesday is just kind of make the calendar available of the reviews that they've done so far. I'll put it in this post so you can kind of start thinking about that now. But if you feel super strong with population geography and super weak with agriculture, then I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time studying population geography. I probably would spend a lot of time studying agriculture. That's just me. That's how I would handle that. So that's all the on-demand review really is, right? You review what topics you want to review on demand, and you're going to have the resources in order to do that, right? Whether it's just on your own with your notes or with video lessons like the ones that we've been posting, and I'll kind of let you see the table of contents of what's available. Then that's going to be the day for that. And then what we'll do on Thursday is if anybody wants to come by for just a little bit of a chat via Zoom regarding any questions that you guys have so far about the exam, maybe some content questions or whatever, we'll make some time available for that on Thursday. Otherwise, you're still studying for national exam, basically, is how that looks. The month of May is going to be highly flexible. You use May for what you need to use May for. Okay? Highly flexible, but with hopefully a lot of direction built in. So let's see what that looks like. Okay? What does highly flexible with a lot of direction built in look like? It looks a little bit like what you see on the calendar here now for the month of May. Well, you see there are not typos, but we are going to actually continue down the road of for the Unit 7 exam. You're going to get a little bit of a workout with like taking some meaningful films and applying them to units of study in geography. Okay, and you're going to have the opportunity to do that during that week and a half, 2 week gap, really. That 2 week gap between the Unit 7 exam and your national exam on the 12th. All of these assignments, all of these assignments starting on May the 4th, are purely optional. Okay, so do understand that, right? The option is there to do them if you so choose to do them. Okay. We're going to make use of 3 films during the review period that if you want to use those films to enhance your understanding of geography, enhance also your ability to sort of apply things to geographic concepts, and all the while kind of studying for national exam, in a way, you have the opportunity to do that. That said, starting May 4th, if you don't want to do any of that, you also have the what? I can't think. You also have the ability to simply decide, nope, no, I just want to do kind of just traditional review. I want to keep watching some of those review videos on the College Board YouTube channel. That's helped me a lot. I just want to focus on that. I don't really want to do anything else. That's fine too. Totally up to you. Okay. But on Monday the 4th, I just have there on the calendar just as Wally. So anytime really between I don't know, after your Unit 7 exam or anytime really after May 1st, sit down and watch the film Wally if you so decide. And like the films that we're using for the Unit 7 exam, use that time while you're watching the film to kind of jot notes on any connections to geographic themes or concepts that you see in the film. And let me assure you, this is not a joke. Like, Wally is full of them. I'm using these three films down towards the end because they are lighter in nature. They're not like super heavy like American Factory is going to be. These are, kind of difficult times that we're in right now. So trying to kind of keep it sort of light down towards the end, but at the same time meaningful, if that makes any sense. Okay. So Wally, Monday. And if you want to take Monday to watch the film Wally, jot down some notes and kind of the geographic themes of the film Wally. That's your day to do it, Monday the 4th, okay? Or any day before that. And then on the 5th, what we'll do is we'll have a film discussion online. We'll assign a time for that, that if you want to come in and have a film discussion on Wally, we're going to do that. There's also going to be basically an assignment that is attached to Wally as well, like an assignment that you can actually submit for a grade. And sort of looking at the grade book as I can see it right now, it looks like maybe the quiz category would be the most reasonable category to put these particular grades in. So there'll be like kind of it won't be a quiz, but it'll go in like as a quiz grade essentially. Um, an assignment that's attached to Wally that basically connects Wally to that. So Tuesday the 5th would be your day to come in, chat about the film, engage in a film discussion, maybe work on the assignment afterwards, and then just submit it anytime or however it is that you want to kind of manage that, or just skip all of that altogether and just focus on national exam. Okay. Wednesday the 6th, Zootopia. So Wednesday the 6th will be your day to watch the film Zootopia. And then Thursday the 7th, we'll have a film discussion on Zootopia. Also, there'll be an assignment that is connected to the film Zootopia as well, that you can engage in before or after our chat, our film discussion. Submit it sometime on Thursday the 7th, and then you're good. And that would be a quiz grade as well. Or decide to do none of that and just simply decide to watch or to work on national exam. Maybe you did Wally, I don't want to do. So you can choose to do one of these films, you can choose to do none of these films, you can choose to do two, you can choose to do all three. It's really kind of up to you how you want to manage things. Yeah. Or maybe you just want to focus traditionally on national exam review. That's perfectly fine as well. On Monday, the 11th, I do want to have a chat with you guys, just sort of like a pre-exam chat to answer any of your final questions that you guys have sort of going in. Hopefully at this point you have, please, you have checked your emails. Hopefully you've gotten an email from the College Board kind of regarding, taking the exam. Hopefully you've verified that the email address that they have on file is correct. I gave you some directions yesterday as to how to do that. So make sure that you do that because you're going to receive your national exam through email. That's how you're going to receive it, is through email. So we have to make sure that all of that is looking correct. And then on Tuesday the 12th, the national exam. So we'll have like a little pre-exam chat on Monday the 11th to answer any final questions that you might have. Mainly, not so much about content, but just kind of about just the administration of it all. You will have had the opportunity at that point to have done like a dry run. You should be getting an email about that soon and when that's coming. So be on the lookout for that as well. So by the 11th, you should have already done a dry run and feel pretty comfortable with the system. But if not, that will be your day to answer any or ask any final questions that you have. Take the exam on the 12th. And then finally on Wednesday, the 13th of May, film Black Panther. will be, for you to watch. If you want to choose to use that day to watch the film, we'll have so many of you guys have seen Black Panther, but you've probably not seen it with like geographic lenses on. So, seen it or not, if you want to use Black Panther as the film, especially now, national exams behind me. Okay, so I want to use Black Panther as the film that I'm going to be doing. I don't want to do the other two. That's perfectly fine. But make sure that you do watch it within this time period because now you've got the lenses of geography on. We'll have a film discussion on Black Panther on Thursday the 14th. And of course, an assignment, as was mentioned earlier, attached to it that you could submit for a quiz grade. And then final exam. Final exam will consist of 3 questions, 3 FRQs. One of those, you only have to answer one. Okay? One of those FRQs will be dealing with the film WALL-E and how it connects to human geography. Question number 2 is going to be, and I just realized you cannot see my fingers as I'm putting them up. Question number 2, let's try my left hand there, is going to be regarding Zootopia and its connections, especially to cultural geography, issues of ethnicity, identity. There's a lot of good stuff there. And then question number 3 is going to be dealing with Black Panther. You only have to answer one. Okay. If you've seen all 3 films, that gives you kind of more choice for what you're comfortable with. If you've only watched one of them, then that's the question that you're going to answer for your final exam. Or maybe you decide not to take your final exam at all. Okay. And if you don't, it can't hurt you, but 20% of your grade can definitely help you. Had a lot of email requests recently about what kind of grades are coming up. Here's your answer to that. Okay. And the biggest one of all would be that final exam. So, if grade is a concern, make sure you take national exam. You're going to want to. And this is a pretty stress-free type of, I just said national exam, but I meant final exam, which is a totally different test. This is a relatively stress-free way of doing it. And I would highly recommend that you go through with it. Okay. So that's pretty much it. As far as announcements go, and hopefully this offers. I've been working on this for a while and kind of what this is going to look like. Been brainstorming, been asking a lot of questions of other educators, and this is what we are finally going to arrive at doing. Yeah. So as part of review and post exam as well, we're going to be tying all of this in the end to 3 films. Yeah. WALL-E on May the 4th, Zootopia on May the 6th, and Black Panther on May the 13th. And that is that. By the way, if you didn't already know this, all 3 of those films are available on the platform Disney Plus. So if you have a Disney Plus account, many, if not most of you guys do at this point, all 3 of those films can be streamed through Disney Plus for free. If you've got a Verizon account, I don't know if you realize this, but if you or your parents have a Verizon account, you automatically are eligible for a free Disney Plus account. It's part of being a Verizon customer. If not, it's like $6.99 a month or something like that. If you don't already have it, but all 3 of these films are available on that. It would be much cheaper to do that than to like purchase one of these films. But again, I'm using these 3 because my understanding is so many people have Disney Plus already, so this is just a great way and an easy way to kind of utilize that service as expense free as possible. If you got further questions, you can put them in the comments section on this particular blog post on either one of these videos, and I will get back with you on that. Hopefully that's it for announcements for now, and that's it. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday for a discussion of either American Factory or learning to skateboard in a war zone if you're a girl. Have a good one.